How's it going, everyone? Chase Moss here at the Golf Academy at Horseshoe Bay, and today we're going to talk about the difference of tee heights and when to properly use them. So let's get right into it. As you all know, it gets pretty windy up here in the hill country when you're playing, and so it's super important to control ball flight off the tee, hit the most fairways possible, get the most distance, give yourself the best chance at shooting the lowest scores you can. So the first thing we'll talk about is when do we tee it low? We generally want to tee it low if we're either playing into the wind or if we really need to hit a fairway, because it comes out lower, spends less time in the air, cuts through the wind. It also gives us just more control of direction off the tee box. So I've got this ball teed up a little bit lower. Another thing that I really want to impress upon you is we want to make sure that we move that ball just a tiny bit back in our stance of where we normally would, or even further back of where we would play the high tee. So I've got this ball teed a little bit lower. I've got it just a fraction back of where I would normally play it. I'm going to make sure I keep the pressure in my feet relatively the same, but because of this low tee and because it's a little bit back in my stance, it's going to come out a little bit lower. It's going to spend less time in the air. It's also going to roll out a little bit more. So ball a little bit back, same pressure, same tilts as I would normally have. I'm just going to make the same swing. So you can see there, hit a little bit down on it, came out pretty low. It only got 58 feet in the air, but I have a pretty good idea of where that golf ball is going to go. So it's super helpful if I'm playing into the wind or if I really just need to hit a fairway. The next one we're going to talk about is the high tee. This is going to be used in situations where, say, it's downwind, we want to get some extra distance on our drives, or if we need the ball to spend more time in the air because we have to carry some trouble. That's going to be perfect situations for this high tee. Another thing that we want to make sure of is that we move the ball even just a hair forward of where we normally would. So with the low tee, we want to move it a hair back. With the high tee, move it a hair forward. That way, we can hit up on it a little bit more, get it to launch higher, get it to spend some more time in the air. So we're going to have the ball forward. I'm almost feeling like it's on my big toe, my front side. Then when I address the ball, I'm going to make sure that I have my upper body behind the golf ball. And even when I take the club back, I'm trying to load as much as I can behind the golf ball so I can hit up on it. If I start behind the golf ball, kind of fall into my front side, all that's going to do is promote me hitting back down on it. So we want to make sure we can do everything in our power to get that golf ball up in the air, spend as much time in the air, get as much carry as possible. The only downside to this is it is a little bit harder to control the direction of the ball, but we get some more carry, we get some more distance. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. So again, make sure I've got that ball a little forward of where I normally would, kind of my big toe. Set up behind it, make sure I remain behind it as I take the club back. Hit up as much as I can. Perfect, just like that. Swung up on it on the attack angle, launched it at about twice of what the low tee was, got a lot more height, a lot more carry, a lot more total. If y'all are interested in a lesson or a clinic, links will be down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.